All right, Mr. Nwagwu, you rightly noted that that there was this reform research that was carried out after the 2023 election. That the report is out there.
Audit.
I mean, but one other critical aspect is the technology, the BVAS, the IREV that had huge promises before the 2023 election, but failed the credibility test. Now, would you say that the new chairman should continue with exploring on the BVAS and the IREV, or should invent new technologies because technology is critical to the success of the 2027 election? If Nigerians do not have confidence in what happened in 2023, don't you think if you just move forward without addressing that?
Can you tell me what they don't have confidence in? Election is a process. Is it accreditation and voting? Is it results collation? What is it particularly? Because when you say Nigerians don't have confidence, it is a non-statistical standpoint. And I've been working very hard to resituate this conversation in a way that it can help us to identify the things that went well. When you say Nigerians, where did you get the percentage of the Nigerians who are saying, who don't have confidence in the electoral process? As of today, there is a voter registration process going on. Many Nigerians are going to register. It's a part of the electoral process. If they don't have confidence in the electoral process, why are they going to register?
Okay. Now,
well, Mr. Ezenwa, an issue that was raised during his screening, that's the new INEC chairman, was the issue of these officials conducting elections being compromised. Now, how do you say the INEC chairman should address this internal rot to also ensure and affirm the credibility of our elections?
It is a collective responsibility of the Commission to identify bad eggs. And if you follow the 2023 elections, as a fallout of that 2023 elections, 3 national commissioners were suspended and ultimately were sacked. And I'm talking about Adamawa, Abia, and Sokoto states resident electoral commissioners were sanctioned, first of all, by suspension, and they were sacked. So what I am saying is that for today, we are using academics, vice chancellors who play roles as returning officers and other lecturers within the university system. The politicians have identified that no matter what you do, you are going to go to universities and get the people who will help you play the roles of returning officers. So what we need to do, and now they have started playing a role in who becomes vice chancellor. They have started playing a role in very boisterous role in who gets the position of the vice chancellor. And the reason for that is that these vice chancellors, they know whichever way will play big roles in conducting election. So we need to get back. Why did Professor Jega decide to bring in vice chancellor? It was because the internal processes were weak. What do you do when you have an intervention? You don't allow it to become a bureaucracy. So Professor Amupiton needs to begin to strengthen INEC internally by ensuring that the bureaucrats, the directors, the people who really are the foot soldiers of conducting election are not alienated from the conduct of election in a way that they begin to undermine the process. And I don't know if you're understanding the point that I'm making. But I just want to say that the challenges of election in a mature, and I like what you called it a maturing democracy. What you need to do is that there are things that you test out over time. We are people who we like quick fixes. If you put out an innovation, there are challenges. Those challenges need to be tested out through time. You find out where the weaknesses are, then you strengthen them again for optimal results. But once we test a process and it looks like it has a challenge, we want to push it away, bring something new, and then quarrel about it, and then push it back again, and then go back to what we have left previously. And that's what the experience has been. I'm not saying the 2023 election went well, but there was no challenges. But I'm saying that it is all a learning curve. What are those things that didn't go well? How can we improve on them and make them better? But I am cautioning that the language of partisans must not be the dominant language. It must not be the dominant language. The language of because people lose elections will mean that they will have a particular narrative that they will put out. And if we allow partisans to be the one to give us templates of conversation, restoring, rebuilding confidence, meaning that confidence was broken and you need to rebuild, but that's not true. There are people, the same people who are complaining about the elections in 2023, many of them are beneficiaries. Let me give you an example. Today, the National Assembly has the most, we have the most diverse National Assembly since we came back to democracy in 1999. What does that mean? What it means is that you have opposition political parties winning elections. Some of the people who I saw in the National Assembly complaining about the 2023 election, it was INEC that conducted their elections, and they came from opposition political parties. Just backstop to where we were coming from, where you'll be going for elections, and almost the whole of the National Assembly was dominated by one party. Today, NNPP is in Kano, ABGA is in Anambra, Labour is in Abia. Most of this PDP is in most of the states, and they are opposition political parties. It was INEC that conducted those elections. If they were not free and fair, many of them will not be able to have the position to be able to. So we have to nuance our conversations in a way that it takes cognizance of what went well and then improve on what didn't go well.